Hi and welcome to another Poolwerx pool school. Yet another Poolwerx pool school. We're getting a lot of these done. So today I'm going to talk about pool blankets, or more specifically to pool blanket or not to pool blanket. A lot of the time pool blankets have been sold as a leaf debris solution. And people have been disappointed because really they're not leaf debris solutions, particularly the bubble blankets. The leaves get caught on top of them and usually they'll get blown around the sides. They're not really a leaf solution. They're more a heat solution and a water and chemical loss solution. Basically, from a heating side, if you've got solar or gas heating or a heat pump, you should have a blanket on the pool, particularly in the shoulder parts of the season where the air is quite cool. If the air is quite cool overnight and in the mornings and in the evenings, then it's good to have a pool blanket on there to stop a lot of your heat loss. Your costs of heating are going to be better than halved if you've got a pool blanket on there. And this is because from that surface you've got anything up to 95% of the heat loss is through that surface alone. So evaporation contributes to about 50% of the heat loss. Now that's through heat of evaporation. So when water evaporates, say you've just had a bath and or you've just got out of the ocean and there's a breeze blowing, you'll feel cool. It's not that the breeze is necessarily cool, it's because as the water evaporates off your skin, it's taking heat out of your skin. That's the evaporation. So as the water evaporates off the water, it's cooling the pool. Convection is where the warmth of the water is transferred into the air above. So the water is warming the cooler air above. Convection can go the other way in summer if the air is very hot and your pool is cooler, then the hot air can heat the pool as well. And radiation is just feeling that heat. So you stand in front of a radiator type heater, you're not touching it, but you can feel the heat coming off it. The only one of the different heat losses that isn't related to surface is conduction, which is heat loss through the actual shell wall of the pool, which only contributes to about 5% of the total heat loss. So really the answer to your pool, whether you want a pool blanket or not, is do you want to save money on your heating? Do you want to swim earlier and swim later into the season if you've got solar? Having a pool blanket on the pool can contribute to, I reckon, about 4 weeks earlier swimming in the start of the season and anything up to 6 weeks later at the end of the season. And you've also got your water and chemical loss considerations. So with one of the bubble blankets on there, you're pretty much eliminating all of the evaporation out of the pool, and along with that you're eliminating a lot of the chemical loss as well. You definitely need to turn your chlorinators down. If you've got a blanket on the pool, you need to turn the chlorinator down a fair way because you're eliminating a lot of chlorine loss through the top surface of the pool. And you're eliminating evaporation. Just another thing that evaporation causes as well, when you've got a lot of evaporation, you're topping up with Sydney water. Never top up with grey water, you're topping up with Sydney water, and the top-up water probably comes out at, I don't know, 10 or 11 degrees, so you're topping up with very cold water as well. So that's another heat loss. Even though you're losing evaporation there, your top-up water is very cold, and then that needs to be heated through your solar system or through a heat pump or your gas heater as well. So the answer to pool blanket or not to pool blanket, I can't answer that for you. The benefits of the pool blanket, it's not a leaf catcher. I mean, you might save yourself 10% of that effort. Don't buy it as a leaf catcher, you'll be disappointed. But definitely it will save on your heating costs. It also heats the pool, so those bubble blankets definitely heat the pool. If you want to reduce the amount of convection and radiation, if you've got a gas heater or a heat pump, I'd recommend the foam blankets because they do a much better job of stopping these two. Your bubble blankets will stop evaporation, but not so much the convection and the radiation. Nothing you can do about conduction, and definitely the pool blankets, whatever pool blanket you put on there, will stop your water loss and reduce your chemical losses as well. As ever, if you've got any questions from this or any questions about your pool, our business, what have you, ask me and I will probably do a video for you to answer your questions. Thanks again, enjoy summer, and come see us if you need a pool blanket.